Hello and welcome to Sports Tonight. We're broadcasting live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. I'm Austin Okonakwa, and thanks for joining in. It's always an action-packed world of sports. And right here in Nigeria, football fans are still talking about that new Super Eagles team that new coach Sunday Olise is trying to build. What are your reactions after seeing that list? We've been speaking to some players, the Super Eagles, that are excited about being called up. Others are gutted and then taking their judgments right there on Twitter. So we'll still get you talking on that Super Eagles new list for that game against Tanzania. We'll also take a look at the IAAF World Championships in Beijing. It's just 4 days to go. Can Blessing Okagbare lead Team Nigeria to a successful outing? We'll also take a look at the African Games in Congo Brazzaville. Just about 17 more days to go. Who's been walking with us on this journey? That's about the biggest sporting event in Africa. And Team Nigeria, they've been getting ready, weightlifting, badminton, table tennis, football, beach volleyball, so much, even tennis. So Team Nigeria looking forward to impress at the games. Let's see if they can actually do that in Congo Brazzaville. We'll also take a look at some of the live results going down in the UEFA Champions League playoff. As we speak, Manchester United are taking on FC Bruges. Let's see if United can go on to win that one. Before we came on air, it's still 1-1 about that now. 2-1 at the moment. Okay, we'll keep you updated on the UEFA Champions League playoff updates. We'll also go to the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Tony Bito is with the team. He will be giving us updates. What's going on? Who are the players in camp? We'll also touch base with the Nigerian Football Federation. Everyone is talking about the list. We should also get somebody from the technical committee of the Federation to talk about the Super Eagles list. We'll also take a look at some transfers going on. You know, Pedro is moving. There's also Nicolas Otamendi. And then maybe just, end the show with some speed as we talk Formula One. Lewis Hamilton is getting ready for the Belgian Grand Prix. Action-packed auto sports. So much to talk about. Let's bring you into this quickly just to let you know that all our top stories can be viewed on our website. It's channelstv.com, and you can also view us on YouTube. It's youtube.com/channelsweb. Just to let you know that if you're not in front of your TV set, you're not losing so much. You can be part of the action. Go to m.channelstv.com and download the Channels TV app for iPad, iPhone, BlackBerry, your Windows phones, iOS, Android, and that's it. You're just part of the fun, and you will be involved in all that we're doing here tonight. That's the feedback mechanisms on your screen. You want to talk to us, questions, comments, suggestions. This show gets interesting when you're involved. So talk to us on Twitter. We're channels_sports, and on Facebook we're channels-sports. We're still getting reactions from that Super Eagles lists, and we'll still want to talk about it tonight. You can just use the hashtag Super Eagles list. You can also use the hashtag African Games. So much to talk about. Just keep talking to us, and we will be glad to have you on the show. I'm always delighted to have these guys on the show. Tune Koiki retains his place in the team. Tune, good to have you on the show.
Thank you very much. Always a pleasure to be here.
Always a delight having you around. Of course, my colleague Yemi Adebayo. Yemi, it's been a while. Good to have you back. Looking. Yemi's going blue tonight. Jose Mourinho would like to, have a word with you.
Has he blamed you yet?
He hasn't. But it's always a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
Always a delight also, Yemi. So that's it. These guys together, we shall be talking sports. And with you, of course, wherever you are in the world watching us. Just a quick one, updates on the 2015 All-Africa Games in Congo Brazzaville. Team Nigeria, they're doing all they can to impress. We told you, table tennis, they've been saying the problem is coaching. Remember the guy, Coach Martin Adome? He actually led Arno Quadri to, stun world champions at the World Championship in Düsseldorf in Germany. He will be leading Team Nigeria to the All-Africa Games. Good move by the Nigerian Table Tennis Federation, assisted by the National Sports Commission, to secure the services of this German coach. And according to the NTTF, he will be unveiled on Thursday. So the players are in camp, they will come out, see the new coach, and then work begins. Today, I think this is the way to go.
Well, to be honest, I have no knowledge of this gentleman. He's an unknown quantity as far as Nigerian table tennis is concerned. But I'm sure there must have been something. I'm willing to give the entity of the benefit of doubt that they must have seen some kind of quality or ability before they approached him and gave him the job. Because in international tennis, table tennis, when you're talking of at that level of competition, we're either thinking of the Chinese, the Taiwanese, or the Japanese as well. But I think the German too must have some kind of ability. He's worked with Alan Okodri before. Some people say that he was also instrumental to his meteoric rise last season as well, where he moved up as so high in world table tennis rankings and also won 2 international awards. So if that is the case, then that means he has something to show for his ability. If he can work that kind of magic with Aaron Okodri, who says that cannot rub off on the rest of the national team.
And I mean, not just the players. Our coaches here can also learn 1 or 2 things from this new guy.
I'm very happy if you discover your problem, don't just moan about it. Just go ahead and try to do something about it. And this may be one of the steps to tackle the problem if you're complaining about coaching. Like today, as pointed out, there might be question marks as to how good
his pedigree,
how good he is, and all those. But I always like when people face problems swiftly, and I do like this one. The players came out and say, look, these are the problems. The techniques they taught me 20 years ago, they're still using it today. So it's not good enough. So on the strength of that, I'm hoping, I'm optimistic. I'm always that everything will turn out well for Team Nigeria, and it will rub off not just on the players, the coaches, and so that the administrators will just worry about their administrative angle and know that everything has been put into motion and everything will work right for Team Nigeria.
I like the fact that you mentioned it. You said it's a problem. Players have come out and said this is our problem, coaching, and then the authorities got to it and said we need to bring in a coach. So that means they're ready to start tackling problems. And this time around today, it's sweeter because the NSC got involved.
Yeah, that for me was particularly surprising because the NSC has seems somewhat aloof regarding the problems of many of the federations. But the fact that they actually got involved in this shows that maybe they are beginning to understand that we cannot allow table tennis to slip away from our grasp. It has always been an area of strength, comparative advantage for Nigeria, especially on the continental scene. And I don't know why it is for so long we've been so content with being local champions, continental champions. And that is why the rest of Africa has caught up with us, especially the Egyptians. The truth is, we are playing second fiddle to Egypt at the moment, whether we like it or not. That is the fact.
Chasing them.
We're chasing them, and in order to be able to catch up with them and overtake them, we have to do things differently from what we've been doing before. And the first step in doing that is technical assistance for the players and the coaches, better education, looking for a conveyor belt of talent, grassroots development. All these combined together will help us improve our table tennis fortunes. And I think, I don't know the kind of contract this Coach Adomai has, but I hope it also involves technical support for Nigerian domestic coaches here in Nigeria, a transfer of knowledge so that we can begin to do things differently from what we used to do before.
I totally agree. So you're seeing pictures from actually the Lagos Open. Top Nigerian female table tennis players, Edem Ofyong and Cecilia Otuakpan, also selected to represent Team Nigeria at the All Africa Games. Will be led by experienced Funke Oshona Ike, that's for the female, and for the male team, Shegun Toriola will lead